Welcome to Sports Life Talk.
Hey,
Cause this is Sports Life Talk.
hey,
You rock it with Sports Life Talk.
Life Talk.
Hot topics with Sports Life Talk. So come and get you some Sports Life Talk. They let us in the game, now we calling the shots. Things will never be the same, so forget what you thought. Cause life without sports ain't nothing but talk. Here we go now, finally a show that makes your heart pound. Profound, wonder what's running up through your thoughts now. About to drown our podcasts that be watered down. Tell them clowns it's a new era, and it's starting now. 5 total strangers, the 5 Power Rangers, approaching Sports Life Talk from 5 different angles. Get ready for the change up. We done turned the flame up. The topics that we bring up, we about to blow this thing up. Yeah, let's get it cracking. KT the head coach of Ms.Manhattan. Gemini Jones holds the throne, she be calling them out. Mr. United Surgeon B. Jones, the mouth of the South. From the cover athlete to the yeet of the week. We got what you need, we dropping what's hot in the streets. From copping new sneaks to locals popping, doing big things. When gossip and tea, let Kimberly pour you a dream. Sports Life Talk, who is them? Went from not listening and now you're tuning in. If you're feeling what you're hearing, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you for listening, let the show begin. Sports Life Talk, who is them? Went from not listening and now you're tuning in. If you're feeling what you're hearing, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you for listening, now let the show begin.
Let's go.
Ooh, wee! I like that new intro, Kate. Look at Tip his hat. You saw Tip his hat.
I know. I was fixing my hat. I wasn't trying to tip it. My bad.
Welcome back. It's Wednesday night, and you are rocking with the dopest podcast crew on this side of the Mississippi. That's right. We are Sports Life Talk, and this is our weekly live show today. And what is today? I don't know. I'm so used to Gemini doing this. What do we got? May the 3rd, 2023. And this is our 182nd official episode that we're recording. And today we're going to celebrate the life and honor Lamar Jackson. But before we get to Lamar Jackson's amazing story, we got to pay the bill. So if you rocking with us right now, I don't know, it's 2-3. I need to turn 3 into 30, and I need to turn 30 into 300 right now. Pick somebody out of your phone book. I don't care who it is. Go on your social media, tag us in, share, let them know that we are live and in color, and we're about to have a good time tonight. So we appreciate y'all joining us. Hey, let's do a few quick introductions. First and foremost, as y'all can see, we the Mighty 3, not the Mighty 4 tonight. I know that this year we were supposed to tighten up on the time, the PTO policies, but Evan is still a little bit liberal with that. So, you know, people are traveling and jet setting and doing what they want to do. Meanwhile, other people got to do more work. That's how it happened. When when a teammate miss, somebody else has to do more work. So now you got me hosting the show, but let's get this thing kicked off with the head coach. KT, how you feeling today, man? The quiet storm.
Oh, man, I'm doing great, man. We don't have Gemini holding us back tonight, B. Jones. We're going to turn up. We still got who we got in there? Rain Falsetta. We got Rain on the show today, so let's go, man.
Yeah, we got if y'all didn't watch last week's episode, go check it out in the archives where we tell y'all who Rain Falsetta this is. But coming to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, we got her straight out of New York, Ms.Manhattan. How you doing, Ms.Manhattan?
I'm good. I'm not out of New York yet. Not yet.
You on your way to New York though. It's only a matter of time. So you probably are remote right now from New York. Are you in New York doing the show right now?
Nah, I wish I could say yeah, but no, just straight out of Dallas.
See, they didn't know that. Nobody was checking you out here.
Come on, no, B. Jones, they know that background on travel. They already know.
I don't know. I think I might have to take my orange wall with me when I leave. So
Kevin be hating on that orange wall. Quiet as kept. Kevin do not like that orange wall. He wants you to become a company person.
Yeah, I plan on getting some like wall decor that's SLT inspired. So that's in the making. Hopefully by the end of this year, and it's gonna be like white and black. So I think it'll flush out the orange. So
did you hear something by the end of this year?
I know, right? It's like 7 months away. We only halfway through the year.
Yeah, we're already halfway through the year. Just a few. Yeah, just be patient.
Katie, damn, say you ain't going nowhere.
If anybody would like to sponsor my SLT artwork, just slide in my DM.
I mean, they've been doing it. You might as well get used to it.
Exactly. I'm taking donations. So whoever got me, it'll be appreciated.
This is one thing I got to challenge everybody to do. Before I'm your host, your mouth and stuff. You already know who I am. Mr. Yeet is in the building. But y'all know how many text messages I get a week of people who be like, man, saw the show last week. Or they be out there and they don't say nothing. If you out there right now and you watching, let me know. Get in the comments. Holla at your boy. Holla at the click, man. We want to talk to everybody out there. So shout out to Cool KF75. Shout out to KD, damn it. I know Zoe be out there all the time. A couple of my homeboys. Man, let me know y'all out there so we can shout y'all out live on there. But we appreciate everybody for showing up on this beautiful. Ooh, y'all enjoying this weather? It's beautiful Wednesday night.
Well, enjoy it while you can, because tomorrow is gonna be terrible. So yeah, you know I text.
Is it gonna be terrible, KT? We got. Yeah. Well, I mean, we in Dallas, so God, I ain't gonna lie though. The last 2 days have been just absolutely sensational. So let's get this thing started off. Episode 182, titled "Money Talks." Kevin, I don't know. You got to tell us why you called it "Money Talks." But we're honoring and paying homage to Lamar Jackson, who just got his incredible deal last week. But KT, let's do it, man. Tell us about Lamar.
All right, Lamar Jackson has had a bigger. Let me start it over. Lamar Jackson has had to be the bigger man all throughout his career. As we know, whenever someone is an athlete in college playing the quarterback position, people try to say this particular brand of ball won't last in the NFL. I think his MVP trophy list, you know that he belongs in the league and he can play the quarterback position. Lamar's skill set is second to none, but this isn't the first time we've seen someone play the brand of football that he does. I want to give a shout out to Randall Cunningham, Cordell Stewart, Michael Vick, and of course, Cam Newton. Lamar has found his groove in the NFL, and barring any more injuries, he should be well on his way to not only being the MVP of the league, but also getting the Super Bowl.
All right. Well, that was a beautiful read. I thought we was gonna do a toast to him. We're not doing a toast to Lamar Jackson today.
And everybody, raise your glasses.
Yes,
to the guy that we're honoring this week, Lamar Jackson.
Yes,
what is that? A candle? What did you pull up? A candle?
I'm putting my lighters. Put my lighters up. Let me put my lighters up.
Yeah, what you over there drinking on wax? What is that? What is that you got going on down there? That's a lovely outfit you got on, by the way, Ms.Manhattan. We want to just
thank you.
We want to just celebrate you. This Woman Crush Woman, we're gonna celebrate you. All right, y'all. So for a Sports Life Talk T-shirt, for a prize, here we go. As you know, we're honoring Lamar Jackson, but after doing some research, found something to be pretty interesting. Lamar Jackson is one of 4 African-American QBs to ever win the MVP award. As a matter of fact, Lamar was actually the second unanimous winner of the MVP award. So for a Sports Life Talk T-shirt, give me the names of the other 3 black quarterbacks that won the MVP trophy. Kevin, your mind...
I know at least 2 right now.
I know at least 2. Well, I know them all because
I researched it.
But I'm talking about before I looked it up. I said, because I always ask myself these questions before I come out with them, and so I had to ask myself that question. I knew 2 of them. It's one that I was missing that I'm pretty sure everybody will get though. So be the first one to get it. Let's go. All right, let's get this thing started off with a drink. We got a drink of the week. Are we drinking tonight?
Yeah, so our drink of the week is a Paloma cocktail. So it consists of tequila, grapefruit juice, and club soda, some lime juice, simple syrup or agave nectar, and then you'll want I like tahini around the rim, but you could, of course, do salt or sugar, and then, of course, ice. So you'll just mix it all together, and it's kind of like a spritzer, but a Paloma is the drink of the week.
I'm sorry, I laughed. Somebody put Quincy Carter. I'm like, Lord Jesus. I mean, and it would be KD, damn it.
Yeah. All right, cool. So do we have a player hating from the sideline?
Yes, our player hater from the sideline is PSG. So I don't know if y'all heard Lionel Messi, one of the top players in soccer in the world. he is going to take his talents to Saudi Arabia, and PSG wants to find him, and of course they don't want him to go. So they're just like, it's like a bitter divorce between the two. So PSG is the player hater of the on the sideline this week.
But didn't Messi just go to that team?
Saudi Arabia or PSG?
PSG. He hasn't been there long, right?
I don't think that long. But Saudi Arabia is offering him $400 million a year.
I mean, it's a no-brainer. Yeah, I'm going too.
You ain't lying. It ain't nothing y'all could tell me. I mean, like Cool Kev said, that is absolutely right. Messi, at this stage in the game, he's not going to, I mean, he can still get buckets, right? I mean, whatever you want to call it in soccer, he can still get goals, but for the impact player that they going to want him, I would take that last deal. I mean, what has he got? 3-4 years at max playing at his highest level? So, I'm with you on that one, man. Let it go and go enjoy your life, man. All right, cool. Do you have a shout out you want to give or any type of, or are we just going to move on to the Playmakers? One of my favorite parts of the show.
Yeah, the Playmakers is all yours.
All right, KT. So, man, everybody's been rocking with us at least. If you know anything about Sports Life Talk, y'all know me and my brother from another mother. We go hard every week on the You Got Next series. And so let's kick this thing off, Kevin. Who did we drop this week as our You Got Next guest features?
Well, B. Jones, this week we dropped Coach Mike Pouncey. He's one of the dopest trainers here in the DFW area.
Yes.
When we did his show, he said, man, we just can't do it like everybody else. So we went to Open Gym. We recorded there live, and please go check that out because the results were amazing. We also had
that show was fire, dog. Did the wheel spinning? Do you see us doing more remotes? Do you see us getting out in these streets and doing some more of these remote type things, man? I'm kind of excited about that.
Of course, man. But you know, we got to start charging people. They got to have some Chick-fil-A or something when we show up, man.
A pizza or some Skittles.
Go to CC's, man. We easy. All right, so we also had the SEC and Florida Gator legend Jennifer George. She's a coach. She does strength and conditioning. She's really dope. So go check her show out. We had Thomas Uma from Hebron on the show. Go check him out. And last but not least, please go and check out Coach Erin Dickerson Davis. She's the head coach from William and Mary. All 4 dope shows. Please go check them out as well as the rest of our family members in our You Got Next series.
And we got more heat coming y'all way. I don't say that, slightly. I mean, I say that with a high level of passion and conviction. I'm telling y'all, in 1 week, we've been all across the coast and talking to some major players. I'm going to tell y'all right now, we got one coming up with Final Four coach of Virginia Tech. So y'all just keep locking in with us because this thing is about to be absolutely crazy. Katie, do you have a business this week?
Be quiet. Yo, I did not beat my dog.
Something happened. You went off the camera and all of a sudden the dog got real quiet. The dog is
I just put my Mama KD voice on and told him to get in that bed and be quiet. So now he's drinking water from all that dang barking he was doing.
I'm with Katie David on that one. It was suspect. It definitely had sparked a query. It definitely had make people wonder what happened and what did that transaction look like off camera.
Oh my gosh! I just told him get it. You know how you do your hand. KT knows. Y'all both know. Y'all both got dogs. You know when you bring your hand in and tell them bring their ass on. That's all
okay. You got tough with it? I just can't see you getting tough.
What?
I can't see. Yes. When do you get mad? What makes you mad, Katie? Give us the last time. Give us a quick story. When was the last time you got real mad and you gave folks that business? I don't care if it was a cashier at Walmart, somebody. When was the last time you got hot?
Well, it's one particular person that knows exactly how to push my damn buttons. and that is my daughter's dad. He pisses me off about once a week.
Now, wait a minute, don't say nothing about it while we're on camera now. I've seen too many. I was talking about corporate transactions. I was talking about the woman. I was talking about Lisa from The Office who won't return your stapler. I'm sorry.
Oh no. Okay. So corporate.
Look, you looking over there in that corner. Well, I don't want to get you in no trouble now. We sorry. We sorry. We just playing.
No. So my when I'm at work, since I'm a manager, like I can't really like give people the business. So the other day a lady was talking about how somebody stole her property and she didn't have an address like for me to work with. So she was telling me, so like what I like to do is I like to let people know that they sound stupid. So I'll keep re-asking the question so that way they understand, like they'll ask me a question and then I ask it back. So that way you realize like how dumb you sound. So you're telling me that you own property, but you can't tell me how you got it. You can't tell me how you got it and you can't tell me the address. So the lady's like, she starts naming a certain park that is in Dallas County, but not in Dallas, not within the city limits of Dallas. And she was like, she just kept asking me. So I just try to make the people realize, like, you know, you sound dumb, right? And I'll just give them like this blank stare. But I don't ever like raise my voice or anything. I just.
So did she go away? Did she be like, all right, I get it? Or did she keep pressing?
Because I said, lady, come back here when you have an address. Because I can't do nothing. Like she just wanted me to magically find something. She was like, she was telling me, Google the park and then find the building that's next to the park. What the hell do I look like? I don't work. Yeah, like lady, no.
Okay. Well, we're gonna talk a little bit more about your behavior and your attitude and the man, because I need to see you get mad one of these days. Not at me, at Kevin, of course. Not at me, but at Kevin. I want to see you
get mad at you before she get mad at me, B.
I would never get. Oh, I've been mad at you before. So you tell me what it's like for me to be mad at you.
Who?
You.
All right, so for the local athlete, I am giving a shout out to Nicole and Samantha Humphreys. Cool story, guys. Cool story. So these young ladies run track at Flower Mound High School, okay? They are identical twins. They so cold. I don't know if y'all remember this, but last year, y'all remember I shouted out one of the top 3,200 teams. That was at Flower Mound. So the young lady who was the leader of that team, Natalie Cook, she went on to college. She's doing her thing on another level. But these two young ladies who kind of was in the shadow of Natalie Cook, now they the best track stars running this long distance running in the city. Well, at the end of the race, twins, identical twins, you can't even tell them apart. Some of their friends mess them up. They get to the end of the race and they look at each other and they say, let's finish the race at the same time. And they walked across the finish line and tied. I thought that was a super cool story for two twin sisters to do it big like that. And then to add even on top of it, the young lady who finished in third place was another member of their track team as well from Flower Mound. So shout out to Nicole and Samantha Humphreys. That's the kind of sisters you want. And I can see big things coming from them. I can't wait to see what they continue to do for next year and taking their talents elsewhere. All right, KD, who we giving the woman crush? This is I don't know. I'm starting to like this woman crush, this new trend we got. Who you giving the woman crush today? Women Crush Wednesday, WCW.
This week I'm gonna give it to Lizzo. So what's the dude's name? I don't.
PK Subban.
Yes. So somebody was talking about like lunch, and then he was like a Lizzo size of lunch, kind of like throwing shade to Lizzo. So we're gonna, reverse that and show love to her. So that is who our Women Crush Wednesday of the week is.
And don't women always say like that's a snack? Don't women like compare like dudes? They say that's a snack or something like that. Mm-hmm. KT, you know.
Yeah.
I almost said something. You
be running around calling people snacks, KT. No, but hey, that should be a compliment. Lizzo lunch, hey, that's what I'm saying. That's bigger than a snack. She all that in a bag of chips. Shout out to Lizzo. That is a beautiful young queen, and she making her music, beautiful music. She got a good attitude, and I know she's been she's been battling with that body shaming for a while, hadn't she? So that was real sad and real idiotic of and I was giving PK Subban a lot of love before that, but I'm like, God, dog, them and I killing him. They're killing him for it too. He out here getting, I'm talking about big name.
Yeah, but he doesn't care anyway because he's just all about himself. He all about himself, man. And
yeah. Well, he got to stay employed. ESPN ain't gonna mess around and put him on the bench if he keep on. All right, y'all. What we gonna talk about for the kickoff question? Let's go. Let's kick this thing off with some discussions. Are we talking about the Met Gala? Are we talking about Dylan Brooks? We talking about Giannis's comments? I'll let y'all decide. Let's go. What y'all want to talk about?
Did y'all like any of the looks from the Met?
Hell no. Let me tell you what the Met got. It's one dude who was butt naked with a G-string on. His butt cheeks, he looked like he was all painted silver. I don't know what was going on at the Met Gala. It was somebody turned themselves into a cat. So So I had to research because I knew we were going to talk about the Met. I knew we were going to talk about the Met Gala a little bit. So I did a little research on it. Come to find out that, did y'all know that people have to sponsor you to be a part of the Met Gala? So like there are companies or there are things that pay $50,000 just so you could go to the Met Gala. And each Met Gala has a theme. This year's theme was Christian Louboutin. Okay, so
it was Kurt. I thought it was Kurt Lagerfeld.
Lagerfeld. That's right. My apologies. It was Lagerfeld because it was the cologne. I remember back in the day, my uncle put me on that Lagerfeld cologne. I used to go to school and he told me that them girls would go bite on me if I had it on. But yeah, it was Lagerfeld. So
Karl Lagerfeld. Sorry.
Yeah, Karl Lagerfeld. So they had to, I guess, present themselves into something that paid homage to Lagerfeld. Now, I don't know how a butt-naked brother painted in silver got something to do with Karl Lagerfeld, but maybe he appreciated it, but I don't know. What Janelle Monáe? Ding! She was out there.
I like Doja Cat. Doja Cat was the one that turned into a cat or dressed as a cat. That was like the real. Was that Doja? Yeah, it was Doja. But what I liked about it is when people were talking to her, she was just every response was meow. So it's like, who was your like who designed your outfit or who inspired you? And she's like, meow. So that's what I liked about it. But I didn't really care for the Met this year. So
about the only picture that I did like was Mary J. Blige because she actually dressed like she had some sense.
Oh, I didn't even see her. So you have to send me a pic.
Oh, she was fine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Lil Nas X. I like Serena outfit. Serena used a platform to announce that they having their second baby on the way. Yeah. So that was pretty interesting. Yeah, I'm with Katie. Damn it. It looked like they trying to. I'm gonna tell you this whole Met Gala is showing me that there's way too much. People got too much money. They got too much money because I could not see. I always thought fashion shows was like, hey, this is what's coming. This is what's hot. Y'all eventually gonna see this out here in the streets. And I can't see anybody showing up at nobody baby shower or nobody wedding in one of them dresses or even wearing them to a formal occasion. So I don't know. I bet you them outfits that was worn that night will never, ever be worn again. They all going in the trash. It's just a waste of money.
I think it's more of the designers. It gives the designers opportunity to step out of the box and do something different other than their normal. And then also, like, if somebody did see something that they like, then they can reach out to that designer and have them design something. So that's just from like a fashion.
I like that perspective. That perspective. So it's almost like, hey, this is a designer's ball, right? You get creative and you advertising your stuff, and the dopest designers go, okay, I can dig that, KD.
And then also add to the resume too. Like, I did this for Doja, or I did this for J-Lo.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
yeah, because at first I just thought it was a bunch of rich people smearing their money in our face. Like, hey, we got so much money, we just gonna burn it. And we gonna just wear the craziest butt-naked outfits that we possibly can and paint ourselves in silver. All right, KT, what you think about the Met Gala, man? You going next year? When we blow up, you going, KT, to the Met Gala?
Now I got to dress up butt naked and have a G-string on.
Well, y'all know, who was that? That was, what's his name?
That was a microphone.
Old Town Road. So y'all know he's already
Nas X.
Yeah. Okay. So I really want to talk about Dylan Brooks. So what is y'all? So I had asked y'all, did I ask y'all? Maybe I didn't ask y'all. But why let this man go?
Now I'm gonna say this now, B. Jones.
KT, because you're gonna speak for both of us. I already know, because I know you got some common sense. You finna speak for both of us on this one. Let them have it, KT. Go.
So they're saying that Dillon Brooks was the reason why they lost that series, right? They're putting everything on him just for the fact that he talked noise to LeBron. Noise talking is a part of basketball.
Yes.
Now, the thing is, his performance didn't amount to anything, but he wasn't alone.
Ain't never amounted. His performance ain't never amounted to anything.
For the last 3 years, they've all been talking noise and doing this. And so this year, when you get put out, now everything falls on him. Yeah, we know who's the main culprit in all of this. It's not Dillon Brooks. No. It's the guy that's supposed to be the leader of y'all team.
Yes.
And that's Ja Morant.
Yes.
Morant. Now, and let me say one more thing, B. Jones.
Oh, go ahead.
And if your coach was any good, then he would have reeled those players in. So it's an organization thing. But now, you know, Dillon Brooks, you don't want to talk noise to LeBron. We're going to get rid of you. It's sad. It sucks.
And I'm going to tell you something. If I was LeBron, I would have came out and said, y'all do not fire this man on my behalf. I don't need y'all trying to take up for me and say, because it makes LeBron look real bad. Because Dillon Brooks been talking trash to everybody for the last 2 years. In November, when y'all were highlighting this Memphis team, talking about how your predictions to win the whole NBA championship, what upstart team was going to win the whole championship, this moxie, this swagger, these are the words that you put on chippiness, this grittiness, this is grind city, this is the type of basketball they play. Now all of a sudden it goes haywire when your star brings a gun in a strip club and his dad is fighting Shannon Sharp on the sideline. Now all of a sudden it look like y'all a toxic mess. And y'all want to put this man on the outs and want to say it's his fault. No, Draymond does the same exact thing for Golden State, and they just so happen to win. This is an organizational problem. This is a Ja Morant problem. I love Ja Morant. I would have had more respect for Memphis if they just said, you know what, the combination of what we got right now just doesn't work. We can't have Ja and we can't have Dillon Brooks. It's too much negativity. It's too much chaos that we got. It overwhelms the rest of the team. You get what I'm saying? So like, hey, we want some of that chippiness, but combined, it's a little too extra when we have them both. And we fully invested in Ja, so we're gonna move on from Dillon Brooks. Say that, and I'm okay. But if anybody out there who knows basketball, I am not. I'm a football guy. KT's a basketball guy. I watched basketball heavily this year because my Pelicans. I'm a big time Pelicans fan. It was only one reason why the Memphis Grizzlies lost. Steven Adams didn't play. The dude, he brings a total different element to the basketball team. You get Steven Adams, that team wins, and all is well in the world. I don't know. I think this is all being overblown.
But P. Jones, instead of cutting him, why don't you try to help him?
And that's how I felt. Like, and what I like, sure, I didn't like him talking all the trash, but then it was kind of enjoyable at some points. But I think for me, whoever he was talking trash to made them work harder. Not saying that LeBron needs to prove that he's better than what he already is, but it like pushed him to the next level. We were able to see a different side of him. To me, that's just my opinion, but
KD, we all want that LeBron. That's what everybody been wanting, this LeBron and this AD. We've been wanting they've been hollering the Lakers for all year long. They've been wanting the Lakers to be this team. So why all of a sudden you blaming this kid for Lakers finally deciding to play some basketball? So what's
going to be crazy is he's going to be on another team. I wouldn't be surprised he'd be a Laker next year. LeBron be like, man, go ahead and bring him in. That's what LeBron does, though. If you somebody to go at him, and then you out there, he'll try to bring you in.
Huh. That's interesting. Well, you said it here first on SLT Wednesday night.
Now, Kevin, do you feel like Memphis will be back next year? Do you feel like this problem will go away? Do you feel like Memphis is going to have the upper edge? Can this team come back to form and be the number 2? Because it was kind of embarrassing. You got the number 2 team in the conference getting kicked out. I don't care who you was playing. You still got your butts whipped.
Yeah, but we all know. I agree with you totally, B. Jones. But the Lakers wasn't a normal number 7 seed either.
Nobody's a normal number 7.
That's like Golden State a 6. Come on,
yeah,
man.
That's what I'm saying. Golden State wasn't a normal 6. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the NBA. Everybody there is great at what they do. It's the best of the best. So, yeah,
they did
I'm
them dirty.
disappointed in
What
the
they
whole
should
way
have did, they
Dillon
should change the head coach. Get somebody in there that can control all those egos. Don't get rid of him. Man, that's weak.
Yeah, I hate that for Dillon Brooks. The only mistake I think Dillon Brooks made was getting caught on the sideline saying, I ain't coming back. He told Ja on the sideline, Ja said, man, we'll be back. Dillon Brooks looked at, did y'all see that video? Dillon Brooks looked at him and said, I'm not coming back, bro. I was like, dang. All right. Anybody want to talk? Y'all want to talk a little bit about Giannis, or y'all just want to move on?
What's going on with Giannis?
Oh, my. Yeah, so we talked about
failure in sports.
That's right. So we talked about the number 2 seed being eliminated. Well, that wasn't the worst elimination of this tournament. The number 1 Milwaukee Bucks was eliminated by the 8th seed, in which was the Miami Heat, and they got swacked. I mean, and Jimmy made them look bad. I think it was a 4-1 series, and Giannis got asked the question, do you feel like this season is a failure? And he did a clinic. He did a master class on how to respond in adversity. But the question that he left out, everybody was debating is Giannis said there are no failures in sports. So KT, I'm gonna ask you, are there failures in sports? You're a former coach.
B. Jones, what's the ultimate goal of a competitor? Is to what?
To win it all.
So if I'm not winning and my team, we're not winning championships, then every season I've played, it's been a failure. Yes, I've made it to the league, to the big stage. I'm performing, I'm living out my dreams. But as a competitor, my goal is to win a championship. And every season I'm in the league.
You feel like 29 other teams fail every year that they failed. That season was a failure.
Yeah, because your goal should be to win a championship. Some people are just there for the money.
So LeBron, arguably the greatest player ever, don't win a championship, you consider that season a failure?
Yes.
See, I get where you're going. I get where you're going. I don't think you're a failure if you don't check every single box. I think what made this a failure for the Milwaukee Bucks is how they lost in such dramatic fashion. It was the fact that, like, what did he miss? Like 13 free throws in game 5 or something like that. It was the way that they lost that made me feel like this was a failure. The number 1 seed losing to the number 8 seed is a failure, but Giannis is arguably one of the greatest players on the face of the earth right now. And this is coming from other NBA Hall of Famers like Shaquille O'Neal and Charles Barkley. They say that Giannis is the best player on the planet, better than Kevin, better than LeBron. And so I disagree with saying that you're a failure. If you went out there, you gave it all you got and got paid millions of dollars to entertain people, I don't think that's a failure. You didn't accomplish every goal.
I say as a competitor, you made it to the league and you paid and all that. But okay, every time that LeBron is considered to be one of the greatest players to ever play. So every year that he suits up, we expect for him to contend for a championship, right?
Correct.
So every year that he doesn't contend for a championship, and I think he'll agree, he failed. You're the king. As a king, you are the king.
Kevin, so like Giannis, I got to ask you the question that Giannis asked the old boy, okay? So every year that you go to work, you do your job, and you don't get a promotion, was that year a failure? No matter if you improved your skills, you got more experience under your belt, you mastered this, you finished these amount of projects, you hit these goals, you hit these numbers, but because you didn't get a promotion that year, that year's a failure.
It depends on your job too, but I get what you're saying. I mean,
you get what I'm saying? I don't think
the goal is. Well, don't play on my team because if we don't win, we fail. If I'm playing dominoes and we losing games, guess what? We failed. It's just point blank. Well, we played hard, but guess what? We got to go to the sideline and wait like 6 games before we go back in and play. We failed. Don't play dominoes and spades with me.
I see, man. Good grief. So I don't know. We got to continue that debate. What about you, Ms.Manhattan? If you play and don't win, is that a failure? Don't smile now. Hey, it looks like
she about to agree.
Who you going with?
Maybe if we didn't, not a game, but I think a season, like a season It feels like a little bit of a failure because not everybody didn't have the same common goal, and that was to win. So yeah, I see it.
Everybody can't win.
Yeah, we know that. That's why there's a whole bunch of failures.
Learn how to lose.
Let me ask you this, B. Jones.
Learning how to lose can be a win. Learning how to be better, creating good championship habits, growth. To me, that doesn't make you a failure.
Yeah, but B. Jones,
I guess too, like from my point of view, it's like if for my daughter with her playing soccer, if she's not winning, then no, she's not being scouted because nobody's going to come out to a losing team to see a team that's losing. So that's why it kind of is a failure because then my goal is to move past this and to get an offer, but I'm not getting the views. So it is a failure.
So let me ask you this, B. Jones.
What's up, man?
Think about you got next and the momentum that we have building, right?
Okay.
So we have an ultimate goal, right? So if we don't get to our ultimate goal, did we not fail?
No. Because where we are right now, it was a vision, and we accomplished so much positivity. We've impacted so many lives. We've seen. No.
I know. I get that with the impacting lives. I mean,
now, do we ever accomplish that bucket list goal? Maybe not. We may.
That's
have,
what I'm talking about. Our ultimate goal. No, I get it. Everything you're saying is right, B. Jones. Yeah, our goal with You Got Next is to tell people stories, and we love doing it and making new family members. But you and I also have a goal for our show. Besides that, so if we don't get to that goal, no matter how hard we worked and all the family members we brought in, we love y'all. We love telling your stories. We're going to tell a lot more. But we failed. We didn't get to our ultimate goal. We achieved a goal, but we didn't reach the mountaintop like we wanted to.
Let's put a pin in that one. Let's put a pin in that one for time's sake, because I like where this is going. And I don't want to bore them too much with it, but man, I just can't see that as a failure. I don't think going off into the sunset is a failure. But you're right. If you don't accomplish all your goals, you failed at that, right? I can respect that and appreciate that. All right, cool beans. Let's go. It is time for the Manhattan Project.
Hey, so I don't have any topics. I wanted to ask y'all a question, but I'll wait till later. My show recommendation of the week. So sometimes I have these, sometimes I don't. That's because it just depends on how much free time I have on the weekends. So lately I've been having too much free time and I've actually been watching TV. So there's a new show on HBO called Love and Death, and it's pretty interesting because it actually takes place in Wiley. So it's a couple that's having an affair.
Wiley, what, Texas?
Yeah, Wiley, Texas. Yeah. Yeah, going to Popeyes and getting bad service and food is that's always anywhere you go in bad service and bad food. That's a failure anywhere, not just at Popeyes. But yeah, so Love and Death, it is about a couple that decides to have an affair, and they're like couples that they like go to church together, they do family stuff together, and somebody dies. I don't know who's gonna die, but somebody dies. But it's a pretty good show. It takes place like in the late 70s, early 80s. So it's pretty interesting to see how relationships were and like what couples considered sexy. Because it wasn't, I don't know. It's a good show though on HBO Max. And
I don't know about the period pieces, them time pieces. Sometimes I love them and sometimes I hate them. So I might check that one out though. Now the question everybody we want to know is why you got all this free time? What happened?
So my daughter,
the one that came in there trying to find a property, you didn't help her out. So we know you doing. you could be working.
Yeah, no. So my daughter, I've always been busy on the weekends with soccer, and her club soccer has pretty much kind of like fizzled out. And I don't know if it's because we're about to end the season, but weekend games, weekend tournaments, that's what I used to do every single weekend. And I haven't done soccer on weekends like since last year. So, yeah. So my weekends are.
What you be doing at the house? Would you be going down the streets? You and Pam?
No,
be tag teaming the streets.
Me and Pam go out sometimes, but not really. I just kind of just been at home. I go to my dad's house a lot and visit him, but I haven't been outside much. So just been watching TV.
Okay, I don't know why. I don't feel like I'm asking the right questions, KT. Do you feel like I'm asking the right questions? Because I'm not getting information. Right now,
it doesn't matter what question you ask. She's gonna dodge it, B. Jones. She's just dodging it. So
I feel like
I've been watching a bunch of murder mysteries, and life is great.
Okay. We're gonna let you ride with it.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Is the dog okay? Everybody, I got text messages coming in checking on the dog. Is the dog okay?
He's somewhere right here. Whenever
he laid down. He really did go inside the dog's head.
We need proof of life.
Okay.
We need proof.
Let me see if he'll come over here. He'll be back over here in a second.
All right, cool. Well, do we have anything for
Jim?
If you don't keep it moving, we go into the coach's groove.
He just has to practice for next week.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because last week I missed it. So I just got to get in the rhythm, KT. Can you just respect the grind? Can you just respect the hustle?
You failed, B. Jones. That's what you did. You failed. How about that?
If we make it to the end of this show and we get all the segments done and we get some good laughs and everybody have a good time, Kevin, even though we don't get 150 views, we failed, huh?
The goal is 151. All right, so the coach's groove this week is dedicated.
Wait, it's not coach's groove time yet.
Oh, you got music? We ain't had no music and no good music, so I didn't know.
I thought you just gave up on the music.
No, so Jack Harlow dropped Jackman, and Jack Harlow's last two albums were pretty dope. This one, it's like it was personal. So if y'all like Jack Harlow, I kind of want somebody to listen to it and kind of give me their opinion. So people in the chat or my lovely other hosts, if y'all like to listen.
B. Jones, let me know how that Jack Harlow is. Just let me know how it is.
I like Jack Harlow.
Now, Coach, what is your coach's groove for the week this week?
All right, so it's going to be dedicated to Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
He was told to switch to receiver before the draft, and he showed everyone why playing quarterback in the NFL was the right choice. He was told he needed an agent to get his deal done, but never underestimate the power of a black mama. He didn't get the Deshaun Watson guaranteed money, but he is now the highest paid quarterback in the league. So B. Jones, this is a lyrical poet named Sheik Louch. In one of the songs, he says, I'm strictly trying to cop those colossal size Picassos. So the coach's groove this week is all about the Benjamins. The remix by Diddy.
Hey, that track. Hey, when she said that out, man, I went nuts. I went dumb when she said that, man. That was one of the dopest lines, one of the dopest bars I ever. You don't know nothing all about the Benjamins, do you, KD?
I do know it, but I don't know. How does this song start off?
What about when Lil' Kim said, "What the blood clot?
Rumble with the bee, huh?
Bzz, put a hex on the whole family.
On your whole family."
Hey, oh
Katie, this is one you should just say, "Oh yeah, I love that," and just kept on going.
No, like
Jada verse hot in there. Everybody verse hot in that thing, man.
I don't think I've heard this song in forever, so that's why I'm kind of like drawing a blank. I know this song, but
but did she say something about Walona off of Good Times or something like that?
Daytona. When I was young, I wanted the boner.
The boner.
Now, chick that win beauty pageants.
Beauty pageants. Oh my God, man! I wish we could play that track right now and not get pulled from the album.
Not get sued.
All right, KT, man, that was a dope one. We gonna send that track to you, okay? Okay, KD. How old are you, KD?
I'm still waiting for the track. I'm still waiting.
Everybody can understand.
Oh, the Pebbles, right?
Yes. Come here.
Yeah, I got you.
Hold on, I got something for y'all.
Y'all look for any bruises or
make sure it's moving.
Yeah, look, dog, nervous. Look, dog.
I'm sorry, mama.
Scared to death. Look at the eyes on that dog. That dog scared to death. Please don't hit me, mama. Please don't hit me.
He would not look at the camera like.
I'm sorry.
He doesn't like to be carried or like for you to pick him up because he's too like hyper. And wants to
I'm pretty sure he don't like to be hit either, but that didn't stop you. But okay, let's keep going.
That's a pretty dog though. What type of dog is that?
He's a miniature Australian Shepherd.
How many pounds he weigh?
He's like in the 20s.
Can he fight?
Yes.
Cause my dog weigh 25. Bet you won't see Magnolia out there in the streets. I bet you that dog. I'm trying to tell you, that dog don't want no drama.
Yeah, not with Storm. He don't want no drama. You
crazy, man. I'm trying that. Just because the dog got a hard name don't mean he can fight. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, KT. Let's talk about the sneakers. Now, we already showed y'all these sneakers, but remember, I try to show y'all stuff in advance. The Jordan Retro 4 Thunders, we talked about them last week. KD even gave her sign off on these sneakers, but we're getting closer. So I would warn everybody to keep a lookout on your sneakers apps and your Hibbett Sports and some of the other apps, because I got a sneaky feeling that these joints are going to drop again. A sneaky feeling that they're going to do another pre-release. And then next week, I'm going to show y'all the GGs. Next week, I think I'm going to show y'all these GGs just dropped, and the resale value on them joints are just absolutely crazy. Hold on, KT. My bad. There we go. All right, my bad. So the value on those GGs are absolutely nuts. But y'all saw the Thunder 210. You got about another 10 days or so to cop them, because they're going to be coming out next Saturday. So I don't know. We might have some new heat for y'all next Wednesday night. Kev, it is that time, sir. Let's go to work. What basketball player, what NBA player that has not won a championship ring do you want to see win it all this year?
I want to say Chris Paul, man, but that dude body can't hold up. So I'm gonna go Chris Paul.
I like that Chris Paul one, and they on the ropes right now.
Yeah, he hurt. And he's hurt.
Yeah, I'm going with a little bit of another sentimental one. I'm gonna cheat on mine. I'm gonna cheat because I'm gonna give you two: James Harden and Joel Embiid. I want to see James Harden and Joel Embiid get that ring. I wanted to say Jimmy Butler, but Sierra Jones, who came on IU, got next series. She's a big fan of her and Jimmy know each other, so I wasn't gonna steal that one from her. But I'm gonna say Joel Embiid and James Harden. All right, Kevin. We already talked about the Dylan Brooks things. Draft recap. What team you thought won the draft, man?
BJ, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm gonna give it to Carolina.
You like that draft? With Bryce? Who did Carolina get? They got Bryce Young.
And didn't they move up and get somebody else? Or am I tripping?
No, that was the Houston Texans.
That's what I was going to give. The Houston Texans. That's what I meant. Yes, they got CJ. Yep. Then they moved up and got Will Anderson.
Right, and got Will Anderson. I thought that was the biggest shock. I wasn't a huge fan of that one, but look, me and Katie, damn it, I swear we spirit animals, man, because I'm going with the Eagles. Because the Eagles went and got that beast out of Georgia to fill out their defense. They had defensive line issues. And then they went and got, of course, Nolan Smith, a linebacker. But what made their draft sensational was on day 2 when they pulled off a coup and got DeAndre Swift in a trade for like a 4th rounder. That was just crazy. And I think they put themselves in a situation where they can just be right back in the conversation. So I got to give it to the Eagles. I thought a championship franchise won again. I wish I had planned out who I thought was the losers, KT, because I'm wondering. I want to say the Ravens, man. Ooh, you didn't like what Detroit did?
No, they got their running back from Bama too high.
I was gonna say Green Bay. Going to get the defensive tackle who had another man climbing all over him in the couch. He next to all these beautiful women, and he had another grown man splash down on him on national television. Was a trip.
That was funny though, because one, you didn't know who his girlfriend was. Like, which one's your girlfriend, or all of them your girlfriend? And then the dude, I was being funny in the comment section, but I was like, hell, the dude might even be his boyfriend the way he hopped in his lap.
We ain't gonna go there. We ain't gonna go there. But It was kind of suspicious. All right, Kevin, if you had to predict the first rounder, if you were predicted a first rounder, okay, so let's go back to last Thursday night. If y'all can venture with me. If you were predicted to be like, let's say top 10, top 15, and you did get drafted. So you're sitting in this war room, in this green room, your family there, your pastor there, your college coach, everybody dressed up to the nines, and they don't call your name on day one, AKA Will Levis. How do you feel, man? Are you staying for day two? You leaving? Are you embarrassed? What? I told y'all this was going to happen. I told y'all last Wednesday night that somebody was going to be boo-boo the fool in that back room. But my question to you is, are you staying, KT? Are you going home?
Man, them chicken wings at the house going to be real dope because I ain't going back, man. If I was projected to go in the first round and I don't go, remember that happened to Geno Smith too, wasn't it? He was projected to go in the first round.
Not Baker Mayfield. It was somebody else. The other Brady
Quinn.
You know I'm talking Brody Quinn. Oh, yeah, you know Brady Quinn. That's
he
it.
Went like 20. He went like 26 though. He went in the first round, but he went.
Oh, did he? I don't know why I thought he had to wait for a long time and it was a second round. Okay.
Yeah, he did, but it was like the 26th pick or something for Cleveland.
But I'm telling y'all this. I would stay. I liked what the Brian Branch kid did from Bama. He came the next day. He had on a hat, a Letterman jacket, some jeans, and a t-shirt. But man, this is my problem with it. And I thought this through because I understand how humiliated you felt. But getting drafted, you're getting drafted. Regardless if it's in the first round, the second round, you're going to get your opportunity to go out there and do what you do. But this is the kicker, KT. You and I, we do You Got Next. And how many of them kids say that they dreams are to walk across that stage and to shake the commissioner's hands and to have that experience? Even if it's not the exact way your dreams, it is not a failure to actually go out in the second round and still live out your dreams and hit that stage, man. So I wouldn't go home. I might not be all, with the borrowed jewelry that they be having on and the $200,000 watch, the Audemars they be having on. But I mean, at that point in time, I got to walk, man. I got to walk and I got to go.
That's the difference. If you get drafted, B-John, you get drafted. And KD Damon, Aaron Rodgers dropped to like the 24th pick. He was supposed to be number one.
Yeah, he was supposed to be up there. That's right.
But he went in the first round. Green Bay took him late in the first round.
KD know it. Hey, KT with his knowledge, man. Go ahead, big bro. Go ahead, man. I'm impressed.
I know some stuff, B-John.
Oh my goodness. This is a legit serious about this. You know what I'm saying? We about that action. All right, KT. Same story, and I almost wanted to use a different S word. New year. One HBCU player drafted, man. Can you tolerate this anymore, man?
Man, we had a punter and a kicker get drafted, but we can't get an HBCU player to get drafted. Only one. Come on, y'all. I don't get it. I think if Deion would have stayed at Jackson State, maybe we'd have had a couple of more. But who knows? But man, it's a joke, man.
Football. You know what? I thought about that.
Look at the tape.
I thought about that whole. If Deion was there, it would have been different. But why? What does Deion don't coach every single HBCU school? He can only unpack the kids in one locker room. The fact that his kids, I think he only had one kid, one Jackson State kid got drafted, and that was it. So we're talking about a team that went like, 10-1, 11-2 or something like that. They
lost one game in the championship.
Lost one game in the championship. Yeah. So I mean, football is. I'm with you. You hit it right on the head. They should have been drafted. And it's a shame that they don't show no love to the HBCUs. And tell you, the older I get, NFL, NBA, y'all making it real hard to support y'all with some of these colorist decisions y'all make, man. It makes it real difficult. All right, Kevin, we got a couple more minutes left. Becky Hammon. This is some new. Becky Hammon will now be interviewing for an NBA job. I think it was the Toronto Raptors gave her a call, asked for permission to interview Becky. I know Asia Wilson put a little upside down frown, smiley face on the thing. I know a lot of people. It's kind of a weird situation because people want to see this woman move up and get into that seat, but at the same point in time, how impactful she is to the women's game is like they're gonna be losing an icon. They're gonna be losing a legend. But my question to you is this smoke or is this fire, bro? Is this real or is it just talk?
No, I think it's real. I really do think it's real because, man, she's qualified to go and coach a WNBA and the NBA. She can go to college, coach men's, women. She's under the Coach Pop tree, so you know she's legit. This dude purposely got kicked out of a game just so she could coach.
So she could coach. Hey, that was crazy, man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say it was purpose, but he didn't stop it. He kept this.
No, when he turned around and winked at her, he did it. He wanted to get thrown out so she could do that.
Like, y'all hear my dog? Hey, she talking about where's Storm at? That's what she in there saying right now. She want to do something to that dog. Light. All right, KD, do you have an opinion about that? About Becky Hammon? I've been skipping you the whole segment. You ain't say nothing. You just been sitting there looking. I ain't say nothing to you.
I don't have.
What about the draft? Did you enjoy the draft?
It wasn't that great this year.
Yeah, it was kind of lackluster. It wasn't as good as last year.
But you know what? These are the drafts where you don't have all of those big time players. These are the drafts that the studs go. I mean, I'm telling y'all, we're gonna look up and there's gonna be 10 Hall of Famers gonna come out of this draft class. It's gonna be something crazy. But did y'all see the kid that out of TCU, Quentin Johnston?
The receiver.
He told his mom. Yeah, he told his mom. The first thing he said when he got to the camera was, "Mom, put your 2 weeks notice in tomorrow. You ain't never working a day again. You retired." Yeah, I thought that was pretty dope. That was my big time draft moment. All right, Kevin, last question. And I don't know if any of y'all know it, but the WNBA camps have started. We're seeing all the schools kind of be like, hey, we got this many players in the camps and stuff. So we're going to start having some more WNBA conversations. Super excited about what my Dallas Wings are doing. But the question and the last and final pick of this week is, which WNBA team has the best looking uniforms? Ms.Manhattan, do you know any WNBA uniforms?
Just the Wings.
The Wings uniforms kind of fly, though. I like the Wings uniforms. KT, who you giving it? I already know who KT you're giving it to, but I'm going to let you do it anyway just for the act of going through it. Go ahead, Kevin.
The Aces?
I knew it. I knew you was going to say the Aces. Aces do got a fire uniform, though. They got some fire.
But B. Jones, I said the Aces, but for the sake of loyalty, it's the Wings. For the Aces, they're just fine. I'm about to get Asia Wilson.
We paid homage to Asia last week, so y'all go watch the show. But I'm going with the Los Angeles Sparks, man. I'm just a purple and gold type of guy. I think they did a great job with Sparks, Lakers, keeping the purple and gold tradition. I also like the team up there in Chicago with the baby blue and the sky. I thought that when we saw them play live and in color, I thought those were some pretty dope.
B. Jones, let me ask you this. Speaking of Asia Wilson, you know we had Coach Nana on for the Vegas Aces.
Yeah.
So if we don't get a chance to meet Asia Wilson and we know Coach Nana, that's not a failure. We didn't fail.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Say that again.
Like Coach Nana nominated Asia Wilson to be on our show, right?
Okay.
So if we go to that game and we meet Coach Nana, but we don't get a chance to meet Asia Wilson, did we not fail?
No, because not meeting Asia is not gonna happen. I'm gonna meet Asia. I'm gonna meet Shanae. We gonna meet them all, bro. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. If I'm 75 years old, still on here screaming about you got next, I'm gonna meet them all, man. Y'all can be guaranteed of that. Y'all can be guaranteed. All right, man. Y'all already know what time it is. This is the last part of the show where I get to give out my prestigious yeet. And I don't know, man. I think about where the yeet came from and where it's going over 3 years. I just love this tradition. But for those of you who don't know, the yeet stands for somebody who's doing amazing things out there in their sport or their life. And this week, I got to give it to none other than Joel Embiid. Let me tell you why I'm going to give Joel Embiid that yeet. Because Joel Embiid actually has been the best player in the NBA for the last 3 years. But Joel has not been recognized as the best player because they've given those awards to a stat stacker and the kid out there and Joker. All right. So Joel has waited patiently. He's played hard. He's brought with it. But those who know Joel know that his career started off with him missing like the first 2 seasons. He kind of had that Zion type thing going. He came out. He turned the Philadelphia team around. And this dude is one of the most dominant impact players in the game right now. He had to wait his time. Now he's known as the MVP. And I'm hoping and I'm rooting for him and James Harden, another former MVP, to go on and win the championship. But y'all go check his stats out. I'm not going to make this about stats. I'm going to make this about the man, the patience, the excellence, the extraordinary, the eliteness. Joel Embiid, you deserve a yeet. Let's go. 2-minute warning. Ms.Manhattan, what you got?
I don't have any shout outs. Like lately, I haven't been having any shout outs. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah, it seems like a write-up is coming in your future.
I'm trying to tell you.
And you going to get Form's head too?
You know
it's
who?
Going to be a performance evaluation after this show, man. Kevin wanted to sit down and talk.
No, I'm gonna give a shout out to, I can't remember the dude's first name, but he drafted, I think, first round. He was a Colombian guy, and his last name is Gonzalez, and I think he went to the Patriots. So I'm gonna shout him out today. Shout out to him.
I don't know who that is, but
yeah, that's a nice
congratulations,
reach. Okay, go ahead, Gonzalez. If you got drafted, great job.
All right, KT, what you got, homeboy?
I want to give a shout out to all the coaches out there, not only the ones that rock with us, but the ones that are just changing schools. There's a lot of coaches out there. You talking about the transfer portal, there's still coaches out there trying to find jobs too. So it's a very hard profession. They work 24/7. They're counselors, they're parents, they're coaches, they're janitors, they're everything. So I want to give a shout out to them because, you know, being a part of that world now, B. Jones, we see a lot of that now. So shout out to them.
All right. Well, this is another fight week. I mean, just about every week you're going to get some kind of major fight, and I'm going to tell you about it. This week we have Henry Cejudo. He is fighting another guy that I really like. So y'all go check out that fight. It's UFC. It's a UFC fight as well. It's going to be a good card. I think they'll have a co-main event. That's going to be a good one as well. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. And Aljamain Sterling, I forgot to say his name. Aljamain Sterling is the guy that I'm rooting for. So I'm hoping Sterling can go out there and pull it off. He in my opinion, had one of the biggest upsets last year in the game. Saturday, we are going out. We in the streets. Right, fam? Okay, we going to...
Yes, we're going to Mansfield.
That's right. We will be in Mansfield probably from about 12 to 7. It is the Premier Basketball Exposure Tournament. It is called the Yellow Rose of Texas. It is going to be a ton of young ladies. It's supposed to be some good talent. It's a 2-day tournament. We only going to be out there for 1 day. So if y'all want to come hop on board with us, check us out. I think me and KT planning to make an IHOP run at some point during that day.
KD's going too. So you want to see KD, come on out. She'll be there too.
KD is going to be there as well.
I'll finally be attending something. Oh, and then I'm going to shout out Pam. She's in DR with her family this week.
Everybody ain't able.
And then also make sure y'all tune in next week because her and I went to a restaurant in Dallas and we're going to tell y'all all about it next week.
All right. And I don't know why I'm forgetting my last. Oh, yeah. Just shout out to all the kids in the draft. We can't talk about everybody, but lives was changed.
BJ Ojolari. Second round Arizona Cardinals.
BJ is our first second round draft pick. You got next. And BJ was actually returning my text messages too, KT, on draft night. So that made me feel real good. He was like, "Thank you," and we was watching him on television. So shout out to BJ Ojolari. I don't know. I'm probably missing somebody, but y'all keep rocking with us, man. Did y'all have a good time tonight? Did everybody have a good time?
Of course, man. In the midst of family, man, it's always great, man.
Yes. Thanks for rocking with us tonight, y'all.
And we promise y'all, going forward, there will be no pet abuse on this platform. We love y'all. Stay safe. Be blessed. We will see y'all next week. Don't forget, as we've been saying since 2018, don't forget to tell a friend because life without sports is nothing but talk.
Bye, y'all.
You already know what time it is, Sports Life Talk, and if you didn't know, you didn't set your reminder. You need to set your reminder, man. Sports Sports Life Talk through your speakers and your headphones. Get to know the name and let your friends know. Ask who's got their game on lock, like a chain around a box, no bento. Legos in the end zone, building on a height from the scoreboard that we're adding to. Consistent with the content on a whole different magnitude. Working front to back like a lateral pass, and the attitude matches the aptitude. That's why we're glad to do Sports Life Talk, counting down the clock till the next episode drops, yeah. Sports Life Talk, counting down the clock till the next episode drops, yeah.